Did you know that over 61% of Americans have had some sort of a business idea, but over 91% of them have never followed through with it? When asked what's holding them back, the answer is simple. They simply don't know where to start. Today, I'm going to be bridging that gap for you by sharing exactly how to start a business from scratch, covering all the way from settling on an idea through landing your very first paying customer. Before we go ahead and dive into that, I've got a free, in-depth 60-minute training to help you with this specific question. Today, I'm sharing a high-level overview, and in the masterclass, I share the full in-depth strategy. Be sure to stick around till the end of this video to find out how to access the masterclass so you can really get your business kickstarted. I'm a fourth-generation entrepreneur, and I've been helping aspiring entrepreneurs launch their businesses for the last 15 years. I found the easiest way to describe where to start is to actually compare it to a much more relatable process that most people are familiar with. So the secret is building a business is not unlike building a building. Building a house, building a commercial structure, it's all the same. And I'm going to leverage my old art school artistic skills and draw a diagram to explain exactly what I mean by this. All right, so the very first step is to set your foundation. Now, your foundation, it sets the stage for everything else. It supports the entire structure of your business. So your foundation needs to include a few key essential elements. The first one is mindset and habits. So without having entrepreneurial mindset and habits, whoever's starting the business is never going to be able to take continued action to actually see their business see success. Because let's be honest, all successful entrepreneurs are in essence professional failures. They failed and failed and failed and failed to the point that they finally made money and saw success. So mindset is such a crucial part of this because one of the number one reasons that 90%, 91% of people have never tried to start a business is fear of failure. So you really need to reset your mindset regarding failure and understand that it's through that continued action and through habits and through the small, tiny actions that you set the foundation to build your successful business. So mindset and habits is number one. The next step is a monetization, right? You have to know exactly what it is you are going to be offering, and you have to be clear on what that is. Because truth is, if you're solving a problem that no one is paying money to solve, you don't really have a business. So having clarity on exactly what it is that you're offering, who out there wants to buy it, who needs the problem solved, why you're in business to begin with is essential. The last component that's super important is market research. So many folks miss this step. So it's one thing to identify a problem that people will pay for. It's another thing not to set yourself up for success if you don't research who out there is already out in the market doing the work it is that you're interested in doing. What are they charging for it? Who is buying it? Who is their audience? To know whether or not it makes sense to even start to build your structure on top of this foundation. So market research is key. So to kind of recap really quick, in building your foundation, you want to make sure that you are building your mindset and habits, that you have a strong monetization plan, and also that you are doing your market research. The next stage is building the building once you have your foundation set. So let's jump into what that looks like. And I have to modify my drawing a little bit. All right, so we're going to imagine our structure has glass walls, right? So when you're building a building, you've got 4 walls in that building, right? When you're building your business is really focused around 4 pillars that support the structure on top of the foundation. Right? The very first one is your offers. What we know from your foundation, what problem your business is solving. So what are you offering the market to be able to solve the problem? What are you charging? What are your prices in your packaging? How is it delivered? Right? The offers are the first step. Because then from there, the next wall is operations. And so many I think business coaches and folks online talking about business miss this step, especially when it comes to starting a business. They're so focused on talking about things like marketing and lead gen and whatever that you completely forget about the systems, and the systems are what essentially runs the business, right? So you need to be clear on your entire foundation to start, as well as your offers to be able to build efficient systems, right? So systems like payment processing and bookkeeping and customer relationship management systems all need to be considered. So the next wall that you have to build is your marketing plan, right? So this is where you've got to figure out, okay, well, here's everything that we have to offer. We have the systems built. Now it's time to get out there and let people know about it. So you have to get out there and market, whether it be online, offline, basically just spend time where your clients hang out and make sure that they're aware of what it is that you are offering to help them with their problem. And last but not least, when you're out there telling people how you can help them, from there, you're going to have a certain number of people that raise their hand and say, I need help with that. You have to be able to convert them into sales conversations. So that is the fourth and final wall of your building. Learning everything that you need to learn about lead generation and marketing and stuff is all well and good, but if you don't know how to convert those leads that you generate into paid customers, which is through the sales process, then you don't have a full business, which is why that it's the kind of the fourth pillar that completes the entire structure of your business. So I'd love to know, of the building pillars, the four that I just shared with you, which one do you find to be the most mystifying? Go ahead and comment below, let me know, and I'll do a follow-up video on that specific subject to demystify it for you. Okay, so once you construct all your walls, your pillars are constructed, and the systems are working the way they should, hypothetically, you should be able to validate your business by landing your first paid client, right? That's the goal of the validation phase to start. And this validates your concept, right? Your business will work. Somebody out there wanted to buy it, and they did. They paid you for it. Now, this is only the first part of proof of concept. From there, you have to be able to prove, okay, you did it once, you need to be able to do it again and again, again and again. And when you're able to successfully do this, then you got a business. So there's a lot of different definitions on what scaling can mean. In the business world, a lot of folks will view it that you have to be at a certain amount of revenue, like $1 million plus, before you really seriously talk about scaling. But just for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to talk about scaling in terms of, okay, well, you have your proof of concept, you have people coming in. So how do you increase your revenue and increase your business, even when you're just starting out, right? The way that I love to describe scaling for this stage of a business is it's kind of like adding another level or building your walls higher for your structure, right? So as a reminder, here's the structure again. So scaling can look like making the investment to officially legalize your business, right? Because truth is, the one thing you might have noticed that I didn't say at the very beginning of this video was to go out and get your LLC, especially if you're here in the United States. Before you generate any kind of revenue, technically your business is still a hobby. So there's really no point to going out and legalizing it until you are actually generating revenue. So when you get to this stage in your business, when you're scaling, that's the time that you're supposed to, make investments, legalizing the business, formalizing it, maybe getting your website up and running. That's when you do that. This is also the time too that you can add complementary revenue streams that work with the revenue stream that you just built. And the thing that's kind of cool about that, when you look at what we built here, we're adding an additional floor, and you validate your revenue stream the same way we just did through the building those four walls, your offers, your systems, your marketing, and your sales. And you're able to bring your business to an even higher level that way and keep increasing your revenue. But all the systems need to kind of work together, which is why those pillars are so important. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this very high level overview of how to start your business. And if you're ready to dive into a more in-depth training, I've got a great resource for you. Check out the description below and register for the free 60-minute masterclass, and I will walk you through the entire 3-phase strategy. Hopefully you found this breakdown helpful in learning how to start a business from scratch. If you liked what you learned in this video, be sure to check out these next. And if you found value in it, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I would appreciate it. I'll see you next time.